that will support more people and maybe even bring it all the way out into the picnic area. So, but again, that'll be up to the creative mind of a design person. So that's the pools. The next one that's...
Can we now some questions on the pools? The study alone is $200,000.
That's what we believe it will be for both pools, yeah.
But then the estimate for one pool years ago was $1 million?
$1 million. Yeah, I think we'd be able to get 30% construction level drawings out of this. So we'd have an assessment of each pool, as well as some thoughts about what else needs to be added, if there's going to be an additional water feature or whatever, and how it can fit, what the configuration would be, and then start developing, after we get cost estimates and so forth, and everybody is proceeding along one direction, we get 30% construction level drawings and start fleshing out what it would look like. Then come back to the council and say, here's the game plan for one particular pool, for one pool at a time. And then
so the $200,000 would be for the level of construction documents for both pools?
Yes.
And why are you looking into an architecture engineering firm? At the end, they are going to be looking to hire a pool consultant.
Well, it would be a combination of things, because there is electrical, there's plumbing, and so forth. And basically, there are architectural firms that have done pools in the area that we've seen that turned out very nice.
Right, but most of them, they hire a consultant.
Yes, yeah, it's going to be, it'd also be geology work. We have to do subsurface borings, because this soil hasn't been touched in years, and we'd probably be expanding the footprint, so we need to do geological work, take some split spoon samples, see what the soils look like.
I am trying to see how we can bring these $200,000 down, because I think that for the price of what is going to be the repair, it seems to me that it's excessive.
Well,
and I don't know if there is a way to look at putting together the documents like a design build, so that you can overpass all these different phases, and you have only a contractor that will take care of the drawings and do the repairs at the same time, instead of hiring people that at the same time they're going to be hiring consultants and then still have to go to the construction phase.
Well, that's another long time discussion about design build. You have to really have a very good idea of what you want to build first before
you have
before
to
you
go
can
to
get
a
into
company.
that. Otherwise, you end up paying for extras and changing things after, and then it costs a lot of money. So it's not a bad idea, but typically when you start feeling around,
but there are many. I mean, we know the pools in Westchester. There's no mystery. There are not that many, and they all go through the Department of Health, and they will get their permits. So that's something that can be easily researched. And I think that we need to look into how to pin that money down.
Well, there are a number of things. I mean, you could break it up if we didn't want to go to construction, any type of construction plans, but just design concepts and stop there. That would certainly be, the one thing though is, in order to have a pool in service for next summer, it was our thought that we would spend this year going through design, look at both pools, identify the worst one, which we think we know ourselves, and then come to some kind of a conclusion as to what the new configuration should look like, because I think it's pretty much accepted that it would be different than what's there now. It's 35 or 40 years now since those pools were put in, and there are a number of other water features that I've heard from a variety of people that want to be added. So we'd have to identify all that, and then go into full design and have everything ready to go out to bid by the end of the year, end of the calendar year, so that you'd be able to start construction at the beginning of construction season next year. Be out of season, out of service for one season then.
But what I am hearing now is that the design is supposed to change in addition of doing the repairs, which is a different thing.
Actually, Councilwoman, maybe I misled you. What we are hoping to do is hire an engineering and architectural firm that specializes in recreation facilities and swimming facilities.
Yes, and I hear that. And what I am suggesting is not just to limit it to architecture, engineering firms, but also expand to see other possibilities so that this price comes down. So you can go around companies that they're going to be hiring themselves consultants. So if you go through a design build, that they already have built hundreds of pools,
Yep,
then
I
they are
agree.
going to have all these intermediate things already.
Right.
Yeah, there
I
are
mean,
just
as a
some
lay,
nuances though.
Councilwoman Lacona's point in my mind is well taken. As a layperson hearing her speak
Yes.
about it, the term that comes to mind is off the rack. You know, in other words, if they do enough pools, they come in and they say that's a 32-7.
Yes. And the
Model
only thing
A
that's
or
different is
something.
there are a number of local regulations.
Oh,
New York
that's for
State has
sure,
their
but
own,
it's
and even
easier
Westchester
to
has,
tinker
so-
with than starting from scratch. At least that's what I'm hearing from Councilwoman Lacona, and I think
Well, we haven't
We
received
have
anyone
built
yet, so.
pools and we have built pools with consultants and they all get familiarized with the Westchester,
Yeah, no, it's been a long
regulation,
time
which
since
actually
we
they are
had a
very
pool
tough.
consultant here, so
but no mystery.
this is, it's a little bit.
Mr. Commissioner, the other thing I would point out is that it's not necessarily written in stone that it's going to be a $200,000 bill. We are going to go out for an RFP, and it would largely depend on what we request of this person in the RFP. He could very well come back at a lesser amount, so you know, we might have to wait and see what it looks like when it comes back.
This person, no, I'm trying to open this to more. This is the idea, not just to open it to whatever
That's-
person you.
That's not a problem, though.
Yeah,
That's-
It's to
Well,
open it
and
to
you maybe
more.
bid it for different, you know, combinations of services, right?
I mean, there is no money and we have to look into two things in a more efficient way and we have to be